getting further into the racking manual, we have a ballast block and tray picture. What I think is interesting about this picture is the manufacturer has very specific methods for how to stack the concrete blocks into the ballast pan. They're not just thrown in willy nilly, and it's not only it's this many blocks in this particular ballast pan, but it's also how are the blocks actually laid into the ballast pan, because those blocks are supposed to be there for a very long time. And so if you put them in a different kind of configuration, they might erode or break down in a different fashion. And this is what the manufacturer said they want you to do it like. Here's something interesting, an optional roof pad that goes underneath this tray. The roof pad provides a protective interface between the ballast bay and the roofing material, including possible damages that could occur. The roof pad snaps into the holes on the bottom side of the ballast bay, two roof pads per bay. What this is a slip sheet, kind of like a coaster for the solar array. And they're kind of controversial. If you have a slip sheet and a slip sheet moves, what does that mean? Does it mean the building underneath the array is moving? Does it mean the array is moving across the rooftop? There's a lot of theoretical discussion on whether you need slip sheets. Any installer will tell you you need slip sheets to put underneath all this metal and concrete. You want a coaster for the rooftop. So these roof pads are expensive, but if you don't use them, then they show up in the specification, and the contractor has to buy roofing material to go underneath the pads, and that costs money to buy and money to cut up. So you're not going to get any better than just using the appropriate product for the pan, one that attaches to the pan that it's supposed to protect so that it doesn't slip out, so it doesn't take a lot of material. And so you don't have this terrible process of precisely locating where the pan is supposed to be on the roof and then putting this slip sheet underneath it and then losing your marks and putting the pan back down. And that's something to look out for in a bid, is if they're providing the racking, are they also providing the slip sheets or roof pads as they're called here? Well, then we have this optional wire management, components by others. It's kind of interesting that they're saying, look, you can hang conduit off of our system, but this pathway for the conduit isn't particularly convenient because the module whips are coming along, the whole way through. So that's not the most. They're not showing us how the wire way, the conduit way, is actually being used.